Comrades, sisters, brothers, it's been an absolutely amazing day today, and I think I'd like to send fraternal greetings from the Bakers Union to everybody who's here now and all those that have left, and obviously send a congratulations message to the TUCG who put this event together, and the TUCG who, along with Unite the Resistance, Defend the Right to Strike and the National Shop Stewards Network, organised the demonstrations to make sure the trade union bill didn't go unmentioned or unrepresented outside Westminster as we campaigned to oppose that bill. And I think that when Mark stands up and talks about the need for people to come together, I think we recognise now that this is, like John says, the first time, probably in most of our lifetimes, but certainly in most people's opportunity since probably Attlee, to come together and find that we can put in government a socialist government that will serve in the interests of all the people instead of what we've had to suffer in recent years of just the chosen few. I think what we've seen in the media, what we've seen since Jeremy Corbyn's election, tells you everything about them and everything about what he stands for. Because let's be clear, the reason why they attack him is because they fear him. That's the reason why they attack him. And that's why I'm really pleased to hear that the TUCG is intending to take these meetings around the country to ensure that we can build a mass movement that maybe leads to the building of a mass movement that puts 2 million people on the streets of the UK, to give the confidence to people to understand society can change and we can be the change and make the difference, because that's what we need to do. Because when people say, how do we respond to attacks in the press? And I'm from a trade union that's recently had the fortunate ability to get an executive member elected. We've been attacked by the press. Let me tell you this. They described me and my union and those people who support Jeremy Corbyn as being on the hard left. Well, that's actually part of a sentence, and it goes like this. We're not just a hard left organisation. In fact, we're not a hard left organisation. We're a trade union. And we fight hard for those that their society has left behind. That's hard left, but that's the sentence that it comes from. They also said in Cameron's Britain, if you oppose zero-hour contracts and you call for the abolition of zero-hour contracts, if you say it's wrong to pay young people differently or less because of their age, they say that it's wrong if you say that no worker in this country should have to live on a minimum wage of less than £10 an hour. They describe that as revolutionary. That's not revolutionary. That's common sense, it's common decency, and a basic right for every worker, Nobody should be expected to endlessly fill in forms to prove they live in poverty. And that's why this movement that we're trying to build needs your support. It doesn't need you just coming to meetings in London. It doesn't need you just saying that we're going to support something. It means you have to go out and work. You can't say or wait for somebody else to do it. You have to make sure you get involved, go to the demonstrations, and when the young doctors go on strike, stand on the picket lines. Let's show them that we support their fight for our NHS. Let's fight. We stand up, we fight. And let's be clear, because some things have never changed in history. I mean, I got into trouble for saying that. Well, I tweeted a picture, actually. I tweeted a picture that said, we must cut workers' rights, we must cut workers' pay, and remove the right to strike. Adolf Hitler, 1933. And apparently, that was wrong of me, so I apologise. But let me tell you this, the media barons don't like it. Tell them to tell their political mouthpiece. If you use policies directly from Mein Kampf, don't be surprised when people use it as a comparison. David Davis pointed out he was fascist. John McDonnell confirmed that he was fascist. So don't be surprised when people say it comes from an historic dictator, because that's exactly where this type of legislation arrived from. So let's be clear. when we say we need to take action, which we heard Ellen say about taking civil disobedience, we have to be prepared to do it. And we have to say about the trade union bill, and I don't want to be divisive, but those people who sit around the TUC General Council, you should have stood in 1984 to support the miners. You should be standing up now to support the trade union movement. And if it means you call a general strike, then let's do it. Let's do it. And let's send a clear message to Camden and the Tory party when their new bill goes through. We will not take one bit of notice of it. We will disobey the law. We will make sure that any trade union that is attacked, we will stand in solidarity. We will not surrender any more of our rights. We will stand up and fight back. Solidarity.
I think we should have some sway in the